The Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, 5-1 for his career, a pro dating to 2012. Tonight, with high stakes, he makes his UFC debut.
Talked to Rashad Evans a lot about this young man. He considers him one of his younger brothers. When I talked to Tyrone Spong, he said, look, Kamaru's growing every day in his striking and all of his other skills. And they really feel like he is a little junior Rashad Evans, that he could fight the same way. Really tough, top control, integrated with powerful ground and pound, but has won all 5 of his fights via knockout.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the kind of one-strike knockout power. And I'm interested to see, working with guys like Tyrone Spong, like Henry Hook, the kind of kicks this young man's going to develop. We've seen so many fighters from Black Zillions rapidly evolve their game and add a lot of diversity to their striking, and that could have already taken place for an athlete the caliber of Kamaru Usman.
Usman went 2-0 on The Ultimate Fighter with unanimous decision wins over Michael Graves on episode 1 and Steve Carl on episode 9. You see, he's won his last 4, all 5 wins, as Brian mentioned, by way of knockout or TKO. This is a 3-time Division II NCAA All-American. He won a national title in 2010. Our tale of the tape is sponsored by Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. The 28-year-old Nigerian Kamaru Usman taking on the 32-year-old American Hayder Hassan. Usman 2 inches taller, far more pronounced in the reach department, where Usman has a 6-inch advantage. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is to determine who will win the Ultimate Fighter Team Challenge and be awarded a team check for $300,000. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 6 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, representing American top team, Hayder Hassan. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 5 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, representing the Black Zillions team, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
So Herb Dean, 3rd man in there for this one.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves if you wish, and let's do this.
You can almost feel the tension in the building as you look at the members of American Top Team and the Black Zillions. It all comes down to this. $300,000 at stake. And more important than that, bragging rights forever as the winner of this team challenge. American Top Team's Hayder Hassan is in the red. The Black Zillions, Kamaru Usman in the black trunks.
Usman wants to earn Hassan's respect on the feet, but then use some well-timed takedowns. They feel like Hassan overextends on his strikes because he tries to hit too hard at times. That's exactly what he wants. It wants to grind him out a little bit, wear down the arms, suck out some of the power from those punches. Conversely, Hassan just feels it's a matter of time. At some point in these 3 rounds, he's going to knock out Usman. He says because of Usman's stance and his flat-footed nature, he absorbs punches, and you just can't absorb his punches.
Hassan, despite 3 wins on the show, swelled to a plus 175 underdog here tonight. But I believe it was episode 1, Hassan was already calling out Usman.
A very nice scramble there from Hassan. He's going to need a lot more of that in this fight. It was the first time he tags Usman. You know, Usman's going to want to go right back to that comfort zone and go wrestle. Now, the real X factor here is, you know, we've seen so many guys that train under Henry Hook at Black Zillions. You know, they go in there one style and he really evolves their game. He adds a lot, especially to the kicks. Usman has power of his own, switches stances often. Maybe he can show something to Hassan that Hassan's never seen before.
Good knee there on the inside, and another one for good measure by Usman.
Hassan doing his best to keep his hips away from Usman, trying to avoid the clinch and the takedown here. Good forward pressure here from Usman.
Can't even imagine the pressure to try to come through for an entire team like this.
Yeah, especially when it's attached to $300,000, absolutely.
I mean, MMA, very much an individual sport, but this season showed you just how powerful those team dynamics can be.
A nice takedown there from Usman. Hassan's got to be careful when he scrambles. Gives up his back now. Usman trying to keep the weight towards the arms of Hassan, not really looking to insert hooks. Both of these guys have such storied backgrounds with their families. You know, Usman coming here at 7 years old from Nigeria, and Hassan, his father a doctor, escaping Iraq under the threat of execution from Saddam Hussein. Then his uncle was executed 2 weeks later. There may be no prouder American in the building than Hayder Hassan.
Well put. Usman continues to apply pressure here.
Hassan's going to try and shake Usman off and keep his weight towards his head. Usman's got all his weight towards the head of Hayder Hassan. He's got to try and kick that left leg around and get his second hook in. Either way, this is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the arms of Hayder Hassan. A lot of times when you see power strikers escape the clinch after this much grinding, they just don't have the same kind of heat or hand speed. Smart game plan being employed here from Kamaru Usman.
Usman continues to land here. Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. 2 takedowns on 5 attempts to this point in the fight for the Blackzilians rep Kamaru Usman.
This is so frustrating. When you're a power striker, you want to put on an exciting performance, and the other guy's just suffocating you and not allowing you and draining the energy. It can have massive psychological effects. Every time Hassan starts to work his way up, Usman finds a way to drag him back down. Now he's got both hooks in.
It's interesting to watch the Blackzilians come to the decision to fight Kamaru Usman in this spot tonight. Some team members thought Vicente Luque maybe deserved the rematch with Hassan. So far, the decision looks like a good one. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Certainly. And I think this was the safer bet, just the matchup, knowing that Usman could just suffocate you, and he's so athletic and he's learning so fast. And again, repeated takedowns. Hassan's got to do his best not to get overly frustrated and understand, look, round 2, I get a second chance. The fight starts on our feet.
Neither guy with any submission wins coming in.
No, and the biggest problem for Hassan is Usman's not having to work that hard to finish these takedowns. So I don't feel like he's going to gas from the repeated attempts.
All right, strong start for the Blackzilians here. Our main event between Jake Ellenberger and Stephen Thompson. Round 2 now between Hayder Hassan and Kamaru Usman.
Usman got hurt by that uppercut. And Hassan got too aggressive there. Got desperate. Now Usman back in control, and he's trying to repay the favor.
Quick recovery by Usman.
And just excellent transitions here. You know, A is an answer for everything Hassan's doing on the ground. That's the hard part. When you go against wrestlers of this caliber, they just have that stifling top control. Every time you move, they rotate around you and just continue to stay on top. Usman's got the setup for an arm triangle choke here. It's going to be really, he's got to be really strong to finish it from here. Not being able to get his body perpendicular to Hassan, which is the traditional way of finishing this choke. Some guys are absolutely strong enough to complete this from mount, but it takes a ton of strength and pressure. Hassan's struggling to breathe. I can hear it here from the desk.
Well, as far as
Usman may be able to finish this.
They don't come much bigger than Hayder Hassan. Look like a tap.
That's
it. Kamaru Usman comes up huge for the Blackzilians. So American Top Team rallied on the show, but the last lap goes to the Blackzilians. They got the matchup they wanted. Kamaru Usman comes through tonight.
A very tough stylistic matchup for Hayder Hassan, and Kamaru Usman shows the massive potential he possesses. Fantastic athlete. He felt that left arm come over his head. He immediately started to work the arm triangle choke and just believed it and stuck with it. And it takes tremendous physical strength to finish it from this position. And Kamaru Usman possesses just that. And we could hear here cage side how hard it was for Hayder Hassan to breathe. And eventually he had to tap her. He was going unconscious. Kamaru Usman is an extremely strong man.
So that will make it 5 consecutive wins for Kamaru Usman. None bigger than that one. Emotional moment there with the owner of the Blackzilians, Glenn Robinson. All right, now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle, representing the Ultimate Fighter Team Competition winners, the Blackzilians, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, congratulations to Usman. Congratulations to the Blackzilians. You guys win $300,000, the Ultimate Fighter Trophy, and you win a brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Congratulations, you guys.
All right, I am here with your winner, Kamaru Usman. Congratulations. With all the pressure on you to represent the Blackzilians, you come up large here tonight. Can you describe your emotions after coming up so big for your team tonight?
I feel great. I mean, you know, it was a long road. I've been working so hard for this, and my manager believed in me when most didn't. And, you know, I'm glad he decided to trust me and put me in a position for me to go out and represent my team and get the job done, because I knew I could get the job done for us.
Obviously, the takedowns were big for you here tonight. Can you talk us through the end of the fight? Takes a lot of strength to be able to wrap up that head and arm choke from that position.
Yeah, it's just something that I've added to my, my arsenal. My jiu-jitsu coach right here, George Santiago. We work a lot of different positions, and I've been definitely trying to get in that gi as much as possible whenever I can. I try to get in there and work, and he works with me day in and day out to make sure I have those submissions to go along with the takedown. It's one thing to get somebody down on the ground, but it's another thing to be able to finish them there.
Looked like he stung you there early on in round 2. Were you dazed and confused at all, or not at all?
It wasn't really I don't know if it was a punch or something that hit me. I wasn't really dazed, but it got my attention for sure, and it's like, okay, let's go ahead and finish the fight then.
Well, this night belongs to you and the Blackzilians. Your team gets $300,000, the trophy you own tonight and the season. Congratulations. Enjoy the win. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Kamaru Usman.